Hey everybody, welcome to day 34 of 365 days of gratitude. So tonight what I am grateful for is the education around breaking habits. So I was doing my meditation today and decided to listen to, I guess what you would call like a TED Talk on habits. And he's a psychologist and a neuroscientist, and that fascinates me. If you know me very well, you know how much that kind of stuff fascinates me. He has such a lot of really great information, but really what it came down to is three areas. One was about our minds. Our minds work through reward-based learning, right? So if you look at that, and regardless if it's a positive or a negative connotation, we enjoy a reward. So let's say our trigger. So there's three areas. There's a trigger, there's a behavior, and then there's a result. So my trigger is stress, and I know this one very well because what I'm about to show you is exactly me. Then the food-related area is I go eat a cupcake. And then the reward is I feel good for a few moments because that cupcake allows me not to have to deal with the stress that I'm currently needing to address, and I just feel good because that cupcake gives me a little bit of a woo. But at the end of the day, it really isn't addressing the pure habit. It's just giving me kind of what we would call a substitution or an avoidance. And so you really don't break habits by doing substance or avoidance. And then his last thing was about being able to be focused, what he called being in drive into a gear. And what he was meaning by that, and what I talk about all the time in coaching, is that 90% is all about awareness. So if we realize that we have these habits, these bad habits that we want to break, 90% of it is understanding what to do about it, and then the 10% are becoming aware of it, and then the 10% is, okay, what areas or what things I need to put in place so that I can actually break that habit. What's interesting about all of this is that, like, this is not just a phenomenon that happens with us in today's society. This started out, like, they have documentation of this like 2,500 years ago, where all of us identify ourselves and like to talk about ourselves, and they actually were calling it a habitat, a form of dependent orientation, which was so interesting to me that 25 years ago they were having the same problems that we're having today. So if you really look at that, we're all, like, they had a 2017 Harvard study that showed that we are more likely, they had an offer where they give you money or you could talk about yourself, and more people wanted to talk about themselves. So we're more all about us and focusing on us than we are even about money. So it's interesting to even wonder why are we, hey, I'm doing this with my gratitude videos. Am I a part of the problem, or am I a part of the actually helping it? I don't know. But I'm rambling for sure. But it just kind of gives you an aha moment to think about that, right? So breaking habits, first things first, is 90% awareness, 10% what are you going to do? But our mind works through reward-based learning. So anything that makes us feel good, regardless if it's bad or good, is going to keep going into our mind. So tonight, again, what I'm grateful for is just that education. It's beautiful. These are the beautiful moments, and why I'm doing this, to have that education, and then the moment to think about my bad habits and how I can get better. So, long-winded. I'm so sorry, 4 minutes, but thank you, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of Meredith's Days of Gratitude. And if you want more information, please log on to bloomleaders.com.